Hey, oh, can't see me there. Okay, there I am. So working on the Camaro today, and I'm working on removing the quarter panel from the donor car that we bought the quarter panel, I don't know, a few months ago. So trying to get started on getting this Camaro done, and I don't think I've really shown what we're going to do on it. So let me give a brief overview right here about what we're going to do on this Camaro. So this is our 2013 Camaro SS, and it has, I don't know if you can see that very well. Let's go this way. There you can see it. It has a rusted out quarter panel. So on these Camaros, you have a whole quarter panel that comes all the way down here. I'm not going to use all that. I'm going to go cut it right here, like that, right here, and then inside I'll come down in here and I'll cut it right here. And then this whole plate right here, all the way to the back bumper, and it goes just under here, which I'll show you on the car, or the donor right here. So let me go over here, and so this is the donor car, and I say donor car because it has quite a bit of steel that I don't need, but you can see it's cut off down here. I'm probably going to cut it back here to the middle of this, and then I've started drilling out the welds, and then it will go up to like right here, and then cut there, and then this comes down here. This is a hem, and then this is all loose right here. So I've got to go in here, down here, and then I've got to, excuse the boxes that we got in from AMD. Ouch, that hurts. And then all the way up here to where that window is. So that's what I'm working on today. There we go. That's what I'm working on today, and we'll get on it. So I've drilled out this whole seam. Yeah, you can see me. I drilled out this whole seam all the way up to the window here, where we're going to cut through this seam. So I'm just knocking out the spot welds, and I've got, like I said, all the way along the bottom is all loose, and it's loose all the way to right here. So I've got to go from right here to right here. Then I got to get out the heat gun and start trying to pop that window out, because I've got to get that cut, and then I've got to get the rivet or the welds along the bottom. So here we go. Keep going along this edge. Being very careful not to rip the steel, because the outer skin is very thin on these cars. Not like your muscle cars. That one popped good. So getting in this corner, a little touchy so I don't bang my panel here. I don't want to fix any more than what I already have to fix. If you're not real careful, it starts tearing. So you got to change direction, come in a different direction. Hear it pop. So I bought this new tool today at your local auto parts, and it's just a scraper, but it's I don't know, it's got a special name, but it's heavy and it's got a nice sharp point on it. So I've been using this and it works really, really well. Plus it's flexible enough that I could tip it. When you get the other side of the hole, that's where you get in danger of ripping the steel. My thought process is when I put this on the other car, I'm going to sand, when I'm taking it off the car, I'm going to sand these welds out and then pop it, and that way I'm pre-drilled with this panel to go onto the other car, and all I have to do is rosette weld. So I'm trying to be very, yep. You go in one way, come around, go in the other way, pops right out. But under the rubber, the seal on this is all that really tough glue. So I'm gonna have to get in with some alcohol, some prep, get all that stuff out of there because it's miserable and I will not be able to weld with crap in there. Oh, almost thought I got a good clean pop there. Going from the other side, golden. So today is Sunday, and I'm going to be out of town for work for the next week. So I thought I'd come in here and play with this Camaro a little bit, try to get this panel done. I want to get rid of this body part as soon as I can. It takes up a lot of room in the shop. And I've got it, before I start on the tearing into the Camaro, which I want to drive this year, I want to make sure that I can just go right through it. So getting this panel out and having it good, and I'm being very, very careful not to put any dents or twists or anything in this panel, so that when I slap it up in there, it's good. And this panel is the exact color for my car, and there's really nothing wrong with it. So body work will be hopefully to an extreme minimum to the cuts here, here, and here. I don't want to create myself any more work than I have to. Came out slick. Nice job there. This Titan tool is amazing. It's just sliding through this stuff like butter. No rips, no tears, no folds. Oh yeah, it just pops it perfect. Perfect, perfect. All right, now I've got a body line that I'm gonna have to get on the other side of the body line where it folds from this right here. So I don't want to run this tool through there, or I'll change the body line, and I do not want to do that. So there are 3 layers in this seam. There is a support layer, which I'm not touching the support. I'm not gonna. The support on my car is fine. There is no body damage to it. So I'm just trying to get the outside layer, which is this panel. So I got to make sure when I get in here, I get into the proper seam. right there. I'm one layer down. Beautiful. This tool, I went and bought this $10 tool. It just made my life so much better. I tried like 3 or 4 different tools to get under that skin, and everything it all wanted to ripple that skin and bend it and stuff. And this just slides through it like butter. $10 at our AutoZone. Gotta be careful not to get that this way. I want to go right like that. I'm also going to try to get this window out without breaking it. That way, if I break my window getting it out, I've got a spare. There we go. One more weld. Get this thing out of there so it doesn't make any weird shapes. Past all the welds there. Okay, so the way I see it, I've got a weld right here, 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 and here. So I'm going to drill those out, and then it should be clear to this one right there is done. And then I have to come up here, and I got to get that out of there. And it feels like one weld there. Got to have some in there. The back of that is the shows in the car, so I don't think there's anything right there. All right. Now this one's going to be tough. I can't get that big tool in from the side. I'm going to have to try to use this coming up from the bottom, getting in here, popping it like that. All right, so I got this inside window. I got the old broken glass out of it, all out, and scraped it all down, got to the weld marks. So this is going to be cut like this across. So it'll get cut right to here, and then this will all be new. And then it goes along here. Boy, this was stacked full of seam sealer. So I'm going to have to, see, it's all seam sealed right here. After I get it all leveled out, I'll have to re-seam seal this so that it blends good. Because you got this down here, and then this panel is right here. I can see these welds I got to get rid of. And then this goes up in here. This was packed full of seam sealer all the way. It like tapered and then was painted over. So that's all got to come out, but not today. So I'm at the end of my day, and I think I'm going to call the end of the video here. And next thing we've got to do is get inside and get the vent window. So yeah, I used the heat to get the glass off here, but it was not an easy process. So I'm thinking that I might try to find out if I can get a glass company to take that window out. And if they're going to charge me $200, then I'm just going to break it. And then I'll get a new one because they're $200. So I'll get a new one, and then I'll put a new piece of glass in the back. So that's my plan. I don't want to do that, but if I can get somebody to take it out professionally, that's what I'll do. That way I'm not going to be screwing up my roof. So that's it for today. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you soon back on R&D Customs.